What's up, guys? Part-time Gamer Dad here, and today we are going to go over my predictions for AEW Forbidden Door 2024. Let's kick off with what seems to be the trend for the Hurt Syndicate in the triple threat match for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. We do have the champs defending against FTR and then Bandito and Brody King. I think this is where you get the titles off of the Hurt Syndicate without having to jeopardize their booking, and they can still look strong in defeat by having FTR go over. I think we've been building to FTR winning these World Tag Team titles, and obviously this will tie into a prediction I have later as to where that storyline is going with them holding those tag team titles, which I think could be interesting. Could also be the reason that they wouldn't win here, but I am just going to go with my heart over head here. The head says Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin to retain, but I've got FTR. And let's go into the match that I think kind of directly correlates with this. This is for the first time in 20 years, Adam Copeland, FKA, Edge, teaming up with Christian Cage. These best friends, brothers, however you want to refer to them, taking on Christian's former, proteges and his people that followed him, like his little cult from the patriarchy, and Killswitch, also known as Luchasaurus, and Kip Sabian. Nick Wayne obviously is not going to be a part of this match. This is probably the easiest one to predict. I don't see a world in where Edge and Christian lose their first time tagging in 20 years. Plus, you also want to build up to, of course, this tag team match of Edge and Christian against FTR. And guys, wouldn't it be great? Wouldn't it be great in 2025 at Bound for Glory, we're going to see the Hardys versus the Dudleys for these two guys to get involved in that action? I would love it. But for this particular match right here, I've got Christian Cage and Edge to take out Kip Sabian and Killswitch. How cool is it to see Nigel McGuinness taking on Zack Sabre Jr. for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship in 2025? We never thought this guy would wrestle again. He's come back. He's done a tremendous job. But it is ZSJ. There's just no way, I think, in this particular matchup that Nigel McGuinness is going to win the title. I think they're going to try to convince us at times that he's going to win, but I just don't see how you're going to beat this guy at this stage of his career for the title. It'll be a fun match, but ZSJ to retain. Very interesting matchup we have here. It's a lights out cage match, 5v5. You have the Death Riders with Gabe Kidd and the Young Bucks taking on Darby Allin, one of the GOATs. He's retiring after this year. Hiroshi Tanahashi, Will Ospreay, Kenny Omega, Kota Ibushi, obviously the Golden Lovers. Look at this team. Look at this team right here. It's stacked. It's insane. This team is going to win. This is probably my number 2 most confident match. Watch them just swerve us, and Gabe Kidd pins Tanahashi on his way out. But I just really think with the story that they've been building, and I think the story of the Death Riders probably kind of coming to an end eventually, as a whole, especially with all the little seeds they're planting with Wheeler Yuta. We're going to see Darby Allin's team pick up this win, and I would not be surprised to see Darby Allin do something extremely dangerous, possibly stupid in this match to win the match for his team. We have Kyle Fletcher defending his TNT Championship against Hiromu Takahashi. I think this will be a really fun match, potentially like the best match in terms of character. This guy is so flamboyant. If you've never seen Takahashi, you're going to have a really great time watching him in this match. And while I think you could put the title on him and he would get over really quickly with the crowd in AEW, this is the man who's going to retain successfully. Look, you gave it to Dustin Rhodes at All In as a feel-good moment because of the situation with Adam Cole. But if that match with Adam Cole had gone through, this guy would have won the title at that point. So I think they have big plans for Kyle Fletcher. They're going to run with this, and he is going to retain the championship at Forbidden Door. Fatal 4-way match for the TBS Championship. And I think this one, for me, I would love to say, without a doubt, Mercedes Moné is going to retain. But Alex Windsor, that is Mrs. Ospreay right there. So there is a chance that she walks away with the TBS Championship. But I think that they're kind of, after she had her first loss against Timeless Toni Storm at All In, I think they're going to continue to really build up Mercedes Moné to potentially take it off of her in a rematch. So I have Mercedes Moné retaining, but we could be shocked that Alex Windsor takes it off of her at Forbidden. Speaking of Timeless Toni Storm, let's talk about the AEW Women's Championship. Timeless Toni Storm defending against Athena. Athena obviously is a great competitor to go against Timeless Tony Storm for the championship. This is going to be a really well worked match. I just don't see Athena being the one to take it off for her. Mercedes Moné didn't take it off for her. I don't see Athena taking it off for her, at least right now. I think there might be grounds for a triple threat between the three of them. That'd be kind of fun. I just think Timeless Tony Storm is on quite a run right now, and that really is who all of their eggs are in the Timeless Tony Storm basket. So I don't see them deviating from that anytime soon. And so because of all those reasons, and because I think Athena's got some other stuff going on, Billy Starks and all that kind of stuff, I think we're going to continue to see the Storm run continue. The Unified Championship. Kazuchika Okada against Swerve Strickland. This is potentially the match I'm most excited to see. Man, you cannot count out Okada, and you can't count out Swerve. I really think there's been a lot of... If they're going to continue to do stuff like the Continental Classic and tournaments around the Unified Championship in the years to come, I think you'll continue to keep it on Okada because they talk about him being like the ultimate tournament fighter. But I think it'd be fun to get the title on to Swerve and do something a little different. Thinking about any kind of title changes on this show, I think FTR's got it. I think Swerve is the smart choice, though. So I'm going to go Swerve. Am I? Yeah, I'm going to go Swerve to pick up the Unified Championship. I think it'd be interesting. This one is like 50-50 right down the line. Okada could absolutely retain. But I think with Swerve, you could get some fresh matchups. There hasn't been a whole lot of heel wrestlers in the Unified Championship or Continental Championship realm for quite some time because Okada has had that Continental Championship and thereby the Unified Championship. Is it Unified? Yeah, Unified Championship for so long that I think we see Swerve win, get some fresh matchups there, but don't be surprised if Okada somehow does retain. Which brings us to the main event, Hangman Page defending against MJF. It's Hangman because of what happened a few nights ago where Hangman agreed to all of these conditions, which included MJF not having to use his contract for the matchup, although he originally did. If MJF had to use his contract for this, then I might lean towards MJF. I think he's eventually going to win the title, but I think given the fact that he has basically revoked that condition, that he's not going to win, and he'll win it later using it as like a Money in the Bank contract situation. So Hangman to retain. The title reign just started. I think we're going to see an incredible match between these two, but Hangman is going to retain. And those are my predictions for Forbidden Door 2025 in AEW. Let me know your predictions in the comments. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, follow for more wrestling content, sports content like football. We're trying to get a 97 overall team with Madden 2026 ratings. Who knows if that's ever going to happen. If you like video games, you're also in the right place. And I will see you guys soon.